Hey you guys, welcome back. In today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys how I created these super cute, realistic little mini Michelada beer mug keychains. And I personalized them with some of my Shop Craftables vinyl. I don't know if you could see that. You should have been able to see it in the beginning of the video and the picture I posted. The lighting is kind of washing it out. But we are going to be making these today, and I make them using epoxy. So what you're going to need is alcohol ink to get the color of the Michelada. I use these two. More so this one, obviously, for the orange-red color. You're going to need real tahine, the Mexican seasoning. It comes in a bottle like this. You're going to need mini limes. I purchased these off of an Etsy store that I will look for the name of and link. You are going to need a beer mug, of course. I purchased this from Glitter by Mama Boss. It's I found her on Facebook. She has a lot of cute things. I'll also link her. And then you're also going to need hardware to create your keychain. I purchased these on Amazon. And then of course some vinyl, just scrap vinyl, since it's such a small decal. So I am going to put on my respirator so that I'm not breathing in any of the epoxy fumes, so the rest of the video will be a voiceover. I'm gonna get it set up and then we will get started. Okay, we are going to mix our epoxy together until it is clear. I heated part A for a little bit on my mug warmer. Now I'm going to add a couple drops of the brown alcohol ink, which is latte. I'm going to stir it until it seems to be mixed in pretty well. Now I'm adding in the orange, and I add quite a bit of this to get that deep red-orange color. Then you're just going to stir once again until it's fully mixed in. Now I'm going to pour it into my mugs. You could fill it to wherever you like. I prefer to leave a little bit open. I don't fill it fully to the top. You want to leave a little bit of epoxy in your measuring cup because you're going to need it in a little bit. Now I'm taking my tweezers and I'm adding in a lime. And now we will add in some of the tahine into the epoxy. Now, I'm going to set these aside because you cannot move on to the next step until those are hard. So this one's already cured. So this is what you would do next. I have this little paintbrush. And I basically paint on the epoxy to the rim, and what this is going to do, it's going to act like adhesive so that we can get the tahine stuck to the rim. Now I'm going to take my measuring cup that has the tahine in it, and I'm just going to dip in the cup, the mug, and you want to tap off the excess tahine. You could put as much or as little as you'd like. Now I'm making room to add the other lime that I like to put on the rim. And this works best if your epoxy is already thick. Mine was still kind of thin when I was doing this, so I had a little bit of trouble getting the lime to stick. So it works best, like I said, if your epoxy has already thickened a bit. Now I'm going to set this aside so that can dry. Once your tahine has dried, what you're going to do for your last step is you're going to add more epoxy around the dried tahine to seal it in. This way when you touch it, none of the tahine flakes off and gets everywhere. Okay, you guys, for the decal, I wanted to show you really quick. Since it's such a small decal, the sizing on the mug has to be, the height has to be below 0.5 and the width has to be an inch or smaller. So usually when you cut vinyl that is a skinny font or just very small, it doesn't cut properly on the vinyl setting. It will pull up your vinyl, it'll rip it. But I'm going to show you really quick a little hack to get small fonts, small words, intricate cuts to cut. Now I can't guarantee that this is going to work on all of your intricate cuts, but for the most part this works for most of mine. What you're going to do, instead of setting your machine to vinyl, you're going to turn your dial to custom, and then you're going to go to browse all materials, and you are going to select, let me do a search, it's washi tape. You're going to select that, and that's what you are going to cut your decal on, and it will come out way better than it will when you select vinyl. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we will apply the decal and be done. Okay, it cut on the washi tape setting. As you can see, it is a very small decal, and I'm just going to show you another little trick. When you weed skinny fonts like this, I don't know about you, but I have trouble. The excess gets stuck to the part that I need, and it pulls it off. I have to recut. So what I usually do is called reverse weeding. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. What you do is you don't weed it, you leave it like that. You get your piece of transfer tape, you apply it over the entire decal. You use your squeegee to get it adhered to the transfer tape. Then you pull off the backing and you carefully pull off the excess, and the part that you need should stay stuck on the transfer paper. I probably shouldn't be doing this with gloves on because it might make it a little more difficult. Oh no, there we go. And then what I do after for the insides of the letters is, after I apply it to whatever I'm going to put it on, I pull them off after with tweezers. And after we seal the tajin in, all we do is add our keychain and we are done. I hope this tutorial was helpful. I am going to be adding in more epoxy DIYs, so stay tuned. If you guys recreate these, please tag my page. I can be found on both Facebook and Instagram under Bradford Customized Creations. A few of you have found me on social media and sent me the projects that you've recreated from my tutorials, and I really enjoy seeing those, so continue to do so, please. So yeah, I will be back with more videos. Thanks again.